Dr. B.C. Das sir, Dr. K.D. Nair sir, Dr. Survin Guman, and Dr. Pankaj Salwar come on the dais. Okay. Honorable Founder Sir, respected PC Madam, Professor B.C. Das Sir, Head of the institution, M Sir, Dr. K.D. Nair, President IFS, Dr. Pankaj Talwar, President-elect IFS, and Dr. Survin Guman, Secretary IFS, Dr. Suprajit Biswas, Director, MSR, dear my colleagues and students. So I welcome you all for the concluding ceremony of our diploma course, that is Diploma in Clinical Assisted Reproductive Technology. With the blessings of the founder, sir, and the chancellor, sir, we have started a diploma in clinical assisted reproductive technology and diploma in clinical embryology in 2017 in collaboration with the Indian Fertility Society. So last year, we changed the diploma in clinical embryology into 2-year MSc course, that is MSc in clinical embryology. So this is done as per the IVF law and the IVF, the requirement of IVF law. So this is 7th batch of Diploma in Clinical ART, and this batch has 11 students, and they have successfully completed their diploma course in the MET in collaboration with IFS. So now I invite Professor B.C. Das sir to address the gathering. Sir, please. Or you can use the mic also there.
Good afternoon, and I welcome all the outgoing students. There are 11 students of the clinical ART. So you have 5 students today, and all the dignitaries on the dais and my colleagues and the students and all others participants. So first of all, I congratulate you for successfully completing your course, the program, and all the exam is over. So we do not know who is first, second, and third because the mark sheet has not yet come, though it is already done, but that is all computed and it is in the examination branch. So that you will be knowing at the date of during the convocation, it will be in December this year. So first half of December. The date is yet not finalized. So you should keep the time accordingly so that you are all available here. It's a big and fair this convocation is done, and then you are also separately given certificates. So you should keep that time away, but we are not very happy, though it's a happy occasion, you are going, you are just concluding session and you are successfully completed the course, but then the way you have attended, because though the time was advanced, but then even if we take the original time 2 o'clock, but nobody was here by 2 o'clock. By 2:30, I think 3 people were here, and then by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock almost, and another to join. So that's not a real, I know there is a problem on the road or some, but it should not be that inordinate delay, because there are several people, I do not know what being taught, because Counter President is on the line, means he has said he will join, he has not joined in the morning. So this is the day you will not know that the morning was the orientation for the new students. There is a Havan, you know that Havan occurs. So, and there are both clinical ART as well as the, the MSc clinical embryology. So there are also 22 students. So that we had the Havan in the morning, and then the orientation up to lunch. And then after lunch, at 1:30 to 2 o'clock, we were to start it. But then it got delayed because of you, and now we have started around 3 o'clock. So this is not the good thing to have this, because you being a pass out doctors now, professional, you have the what we have taught also, and you know it also as a clinicians. If you reach to your clinic that way, with that responsibility, or the ethics and the challenge with the profession, that is not come out with this. It proves that you are not that serious or sincere. So that is not right. And I wish that that is not reflected in your regular clinical profession. So it may be meeting something you may get late and all, but this is not very appreciative. Though you are our students, and the responsibility goes to us also, that we have not transmitted the good the norms and the duty and all other the ethics and all morality and all. We have not perhaps not been able to transmit many of the good things in you. But it depends on the personal level, and you being a clinical professional, and you have a huge challenge and responsibility. So you should bear in this mind, and I am sure you will be very successful in your career. We have all the blessings, and I seek the blessings of our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, who is the great visionary and very near to God, rather, because we believe him that he is a very godly person and very also very excellent blessings and his inspiration, and in academics as well as all other fields, he is a very appreciative, and we know him. So it is his blessings makes a lot of difference. So at the same time, the others, and then the Madam Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Balkinder Sugla, and our Honorable Chancellor, you may not have met sometime, but if you come to the convocation, you all will be here. So I would say everybody should make it time slot when you will be informed in time. So it will be first half of some 10 to some 7, 8 to 15 somewhere. It will be the date of December. So I wish all should come, everybody should come to receive your degree, and also your gown and all. You will be appearing here. You can have photographs and all. So that will be a good occasion. And, but nevertheless, so while your journey in the life, it is I call it, here also I will tell that it is a race against time for your career, for your challenge in your, particularly in the IVF profession. So there is a, every time all the clinicians, everybody knows it's a challenge, because as I hear also, as I can understand also, that each and every case, it is not a like, as a, though I am not a clinician, but it's a cancer specialist, I know, not a single case. It may be someone is having the breast cancer, but each breast cancer is a different case. Each lung cancer is a different case. It is not that key. It is with the individual. That's why the personalized medicine has come into existence. So more so in case of the IVF, each woman, each case is a different case. So you have to strategize things, strategize in such a way that you get success. So it is not that A plus B whole square that we can do it. We have been for 10 years in practice, it will be successful. No, each case is a different case. You have to carefully analyze the ovum, sperms, and all these. That is the duty, and then you have to study the case. Means that women or that case, what are the problems? So each case is a unique one, and you have to design the unique way. That then only you will be able to get success. Otherwise, if you take it like that, that's why I have seen many senior people fails also. Very senior people, very famous gynecologists have failed to do many of the cases because they have not studied properly. They have not. Because why I say this thing, it was failed by the 2-3 top gynecologists. I will not take name in this country. Those who do the IVF. But after that, the same case, after 3, 4 or 5 failure, and they have, and he was my colleague, and he was about 35, 37 years old, and wife is also equally 5 years younger, but he has failed 5 times, and he has given up hope. I just asked casually one day what had happened. It was not here when I was in Delhi University. So he came कि सर आप ICMR में है कुछ help करिए, ICMR में थे तो आप कुछ help करिए कि ऐसे ऐसे केस है. It has not been successful, including one top gynecologist in this country, the person who does in private does the IVF. Then I went to AIMS and I talked with my friend. She is also an IVF professor now. She was AIMS head, gynae head. So I talked with her. She told that send him, her, both of them, and I will see it, how far it is possible and what it is, since so many expert hand has failed. So I have to see it. So I am telling this story because that is, and it has failed by very expert hands, and he has spent money a lot, and he has given complete hope. And then it was sent, and she studied and all these things and got success. And the boy is now, I think he is entering in the adolescence, means 19 years somewhere. So this is and that's the only boy, son. So this is the thing that each case is different. You have to be very well planned things, and then only you will get success. So this is what my advice, and as I told, is the race of the time against career, against profession and your career. So there is a called race. So I call it a race in a different way. Race in your profession every day, in your profession, at home, at society, or at your workplace, it is very important. I consider you as a student at this moment, and you should remember, or a growing up, your bringing career. You will start the career, I would say. That way, you might have done some, but now it will career starts. So race is the respect. You have to respect the colleague, patients, everybody. Respect. I know a top orthopedic surgeon, when he goes for operation, he touches the feet of the peasants, प्रणाम करता है उसको, उसके बाद वो शुरू करता है. So this is a respect. So I'm not telling that everybody has to touch that, but in mind you should have the respect. And A is the attitude. So you should have a positive attitude. Then only you will get success. So this is the journey of life, even at home, in the family also, everywhere, in the society, in your professional career. And C is the, what could be? The cooperation. That is most important, that you should cooperate each other, and you should be cooperative with the patients or somebody. That is the most important thing. And the E is the excellence. That is your expertise and excellence. That should be your motto. That what I do, it should be second to none. So expertise, excellence in your career. So these are the four, what I say, or four things that race means this. So this is, you, if you remember, you will success in your life. You will succeed in your life, to my understanding. So rest is up to you. How do you manage? I can tell you, clinicians, you have not been abroad. I think that's this the dignitaries in the dais might have abroad. So you see, when I went to first Germany, the clinician, I went to a polyclinic. I was sick, and my German colleague took him there, and he left me there. You sit in here, and I have talked with the clinician, and you will, when your time comes, you will be called in. So I was sitting there, and that lady with apron and all, she comes out and read out the name, and who is it? Then she took another lady patient in front of me, wheeled her into the clinic. So I thought she must be the attendant and doing this thing. So when my turn come, she comes and calls my names, and then I walked in. So, but I thought when I go in, I will find some other doctor sitting there. But when I went in, she went to her seat, and then she sits there. She was a lady doctor. She said, "Yes, Dr. Das, tell me what is your problem." So she started this thing. So you can imagine this thing. You cannot imagine in Indian situation. But I am not telling that. You should be cooperative and to the very sympathetic to the patients. Whosoever comes, hospital comes, doctor के सामने वो IVF हो, जो भी हो, they are tense. They have some problem. That's why it comes to the doctor, and you are like a God-sent person, and you will be solving that problem, or you will be treating that patient and bring to the happiness to this patient. So this is what the things one should have that in mind. So this is in a simple way I said you, and with this day, the concluding day, I wish you all the best, and on the blessings of our founder president, blessings of the God, I hope and I wish you succeed in your life, in your profession. Be happy. Also, you needs to be happy also. So thank you so much. I have taken a little more time, so it is delayed, and I will get back. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for encouraging our students. So now I request Dr. Sinjini to coordinate for the certificate presentation. And also I request the dignitaries to come front. And Biswas sir, Dr. Biswas sir, is on the come.
So Dr. Anjali Chauhan. Dr. Divyansha Walia. Dr. Sakshi Nair. Dr. Shrinkla Khandelwal. Dr. Shubha Gupta. Dr. Suhani Chandra. Dr. Vandana Mohan.
Thank you all the dignitaries for distributing the provisional degree certificate for the students. So now I request all of students to rise to take the pledge. Only students. Take your provisional certificate in your left hand, like this. Left hand, left hand, and cross your right hand and put the same against your chest. Take pledge by repeating after me. I do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall in thought, word and deed endeavor to be worthy of the degree provisionally given to me and bring laurels to my alma mater. Thank you and congratulations to all. Please take your seat. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I request Dr. K.D. Nair, President of IFS, to address the gathering.
Say good evening and welcome all the students to the concluding ceremony. Dr. Das has given a beautiful description. This is the beginning of your journey. You see, what you have done till now was MD. Now you have done a specialized course, and this is the beginning of your journey. I'll request all the students of the passing out who have passed out that you should prepare a logbook of over pickup. because that is what is required by the new law. If you are not prepared till now, you still have time. Go back to the center and prepare it. If you are not completed 50 pickup, try to make an effort to complete the 50 pickup by attending your center for another 1, 2, 3 months if it is required, so that you have one requirement filled up. That is a 50 pickup. The next requirement is 3-year experience in an IVF center. 1 year you already have when you are working in the center. Another 2 years you have to manage how you get it. That experience you can get at any center, but 50 pickup is a difficult job. So write a logbook, get it signed by your guide that you have done the 50 pickup. That should be your next priority. Before you go out practicing infertility, do this job. That is important. The same thing I am going to tell to the new incoming batch, that they have to prepare the logbook right from the day one. Because some of you might have prepared, some of you might not have prepared. So you have time, you can go back to the center, you can collect all the data and fill it up. Because later on it will be very difficult to get the 50 pickup job. And Dr. Das has mentioned, you are going to be infertility specialist. You have to work with ethic. That is very important. If you work with ethic, you are going to succeed. If you are going to do only shortcut, you are just going to be caught somewhere and you will be suffering for nothing. So ethics, working with ethics is very important. Result come independently of your efforts, this thing. Result will come. Don't worry about the result. The IVF success rate, we all know, is limited in the sense 40%. So you cannot keep on projecting wrong figures. Try to be honest with the patient that what is the correct figure. The more honest you are with the patient, you will be seeing that your practice will flourish. And I want all the best, all of you, in the future. And we will tell our secretariat, we are going to create a alumni cell there in IFS secretariat. Not only you, even the previous batches who have passed out, we like to know where you have been placed subsequently. So we want to be in contact with you. After me, Dr. Pankaj is going to take over. So we are going to make an effort that all the students who have passed out, we should be having some contact with them where they have been placed in the life, whether this training has been beneficial to you or not. That is what we want to know. Anything, you are always welcome. I am there. Dr. Surin is there. Dr. Pankaj is there. You need any help, any guidance, we are always there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. Pankaj Talwar to say a few words.
Thank you very much, and dignitaries on the dais of the dais and lovely children in front of me. I think we had a very close interaction for 11 hours. Some of you want to go to Point Eco. Some of you want to go to glass igloos in Norway. Some of you want to buy a big bungalow with penthouse and swimming pool. Some of you want to start an industry with Louis Vuitton and many, many things. So when I talk to you today, I think about my children. They are of your age. What will I tell them? I think you have learned quite a lot. You've done fantastically well, and we are all very proud of you. Just remember that life doesn't go on with education only. Padhai likhai, sab karte hain. The formula which I give to my children, I'm giving it to you. Probably no one gave it to me. The formula of WTH. First of all, value the management of time in which you all failed today. No problem. You're supposed to make mistakes. You have in the day around 86,000 seconds and 1440 minutes. Every minute is costing some money. And not only your money per minute, it's the money of all the people who waited for you 30 minutes or 1.5 hours today. So value time. My children do the same thing, so it's okay. Absolutely break rules. Secondly, you have to learn management of wealth. If you don't manage your wealth, you can't go to Point Eco or you can't buy big penthouses. The wealth is not money. Wealth and money are two different things. Money is which you spend. Wealth is what creates money. So at this point of time, talk to your husband, to your parents, and understand the difference between money and wealth. Money comes for free in case you have wealth. That's very, very important. And start from today, because every day you're losing 86,400 seconds. That won't come back again. Last but the most important thing is management of your families. Don't be so ambitious that you leave your families behind. It's very common in today's world. The incidence of psychiatric problems is maximum in the world. In which specialty, can you tell me? Is actually an embryologist. As per guidelines, after surgeons, embryologists are very prone to going into depression. And otherwise, as a single specialty, it is gynecologist. The gynecologists are known to have family breakups, divorces, suicides. So I think the most important thing is no use you're buying your bungalows, your showrooms of Louis Vuitton, or traveling to Antarctica, buying catamarans, which you all want to buy. You have told me, and I've written everything down. I'm going to chase you after 20 years, wherever you reach, in case I'm alive. It won't be of no use in case you'll stay in that bungalow alone. Am I right? So try to manage your families. That's very, very important. Then comes your wealth, and wealth is not money, and your time. So thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity, and it was pleasure being here and meeting you all. Now we wait for the results. Let's see who wins the first and second prize. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. Surveen ma'am to say a few words and to address the gathering.
So I think Pankaj gave a lesson in life. I just want to talk a little bit about what IVF teaches you in life. You were a very good batch, let me tell you. That was our comment after the exam. All of you did exceptionally well in your vivas and your theories. And it was a uniform comment which came from everybody. So we feel proud that you're good. We are not taking the credit because the hard work is yours. But we feel happy that we are turning out good ART specialists. IVF is a field which teaches you humbleness, and you are going to be remembering it every day. The moment you feel you become great, the patient walks in with a negative pregnancy test, and you're brought down to ground realities that you're not great. So always remember that it is going to keep you very grounded, very humble, and it is going to teach you how to tackle failures every day in life and to look forward to both the successes and the failures and to move ahead. It also teaches you to be brave. There are times when a patient comes with 4 or 5 failed cycles and you actually feel like telling her, look, I don't want to do more with you. Please go to another center, because you want to chicken out. But it's that 6th cycle she conceives in. So it teaches you perseverance. It teaches you bravery. It teaches you how to tackle your failures. There's one very important thing, and we've been talking about it since morning, is ethics. It's something which is not taught in classrooms. We cannot teach it to you. We can transmit it to you through our practices. And all of you have been in very good centers and you've seen ethical work happening. Ethics is something very easy to lose because it's the easy way out. IVF is, like they say, what happens in Vegas remains in Vegas. What happens in an IVF lab remains in the IVF lab. So it's up to you to make sure that only ethical things happen in the lab in which you work. And for that, you actually need to be brave enough to tell your patient that, look, there is no embryo formed. I'm sorry. So don't forget the ethics. That is, I underline it. Do not forget the ethics. It'll take you a long, long way. And all the best to you. We are proud of you. Thank you. We are there for you always.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So now I invite if any student wants to share their experience, so you can please do that. Anyone would like to say anything? Yeah, you. Okay, then all the students, please share. Yeah, anything. You can sit and yeah. हाँ ठीक है okay.
First of all, I would like to thank everybody. It was a wonderful experience for 1 year. Honestly, I'll be very honest that I was actually planning to appear for FNB, but IFS just came in between, and I gave the exam unprepared, and I got through, and I got sent up. And I took it. I was working in Gangaram before, and they told me that you can very well go with Dr. K.D. Nayar's center. I discussed with them, and it was one of the best things which has happened to me last 1 year. So I'm really thankful to you, but it's one of the best things which has happened. I got some personal time for myself. I've got two small daughters. I learned a lot. It was a good experience. I had a very good time. In fact, I'm still working with Sir till the time I joined back Gangaram. I'm still continuing till 30th of September with him. Thank you so much.
Sakshi, we would also like to know something that you are taking away from your Amity experience, not just Akanksha.
So with Amity, if you ask me, see, the thing was that the classes were good. The classes, yeah, the organization, the classes were very organized. It was good here. The faculties were very good. Dr. Pallavi was very good. And if you're asking about negative, yeah, there is a trouble with the parking. We have to get in. It's a difficult task. They don't let us get the car in. They treat us like students. And seriously, we are passed out. We are working as consultants. So we do want certain things. We're not students now. So we want the car to come in. It gets really hot. And thirdly, there were certain times when faculty never used to appear. We just keep on waiting. And it was from both the sides, honestly. Yeah, and one. So it's being student is all right.
Be given the access, we may.
Sir, at least when we are coming, I had a fractured foot for the first time. I had a fractured
we have to. Good thing that you have said. We know it. There is some problem, but we will now issue maybe beforehand the things, or we keep the names that these are the students.
Yes, sir.
They should be given the permission to enter. So they are from the. They are doctors, so they have to be given a. So.
Sure, ma'am.
So we'll give a special instruction and permission so that you can get in easily.
Thank you so much.
And with car.
Thank you.
Next.
Thank you so much to all the faculty. So we've learned a lot. This year has been about learning, about exploring new aspects of ART. We have been doing gynecology, been doing obstetrics, it's been post SR, we're doing consultancy. But coming back into studying mode has been fabulous. It has again ingrilled that spark in us to read and read, like Sir, you taught in those classes. So it's been a very good experience. I have learned a lot. I have imbibed a lot from my center and as well as from MIT also. It's been a fabulous experience coming back to college, sitting in a seminar room, just taking all the classes. So it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So after completing my SRship, I was initially clueless what to do ahead. So then talking to everyone, I came to it's an era of super specialization. So everyone told me you should do a specialization. Then I thought, yes, IVF is the one I will be interested. And so then IFS came into my life. And then it was very nice working with Dr. Sonia Malik. And she's a very jolly person, learned a lot from her. And coming to Amity, it was like I had completed my MBBS in 2014. It was like back to college life, feeling much younger, and it was a really nice experience. Right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having the classes that you did with us, sir. Uh, all of the classes here were very informative, and for me personally, this year has been about going back to basics because post PG in the 1 year of practice that I did, I believe that I was always very scared of endocrinology and why we do things a certain way. But this 1 year sort of forced me to dive into exactly those concepts, and I believe I've come out a more confident person, at least with my basics, with knowing why I'm doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much for that. And the Amity experience, I agree with Dr. Vandana. It's been like coming back to college and having classes with everybody, spending the entire day with students, as students with each other. It's been a very fun experience. Thank you. uh, just just one thing that was missing perhaps from the classes was a case based discussion that we couldn't have in any form. So if that was the case, then case based discussion. We
Case
only had
studies.
seminars. For all 4 sessions, we only had seminars. So instead of just lectures and seminars, if we could have case presentations and discussions about particular cases, that would be very helpful.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes. Yes, sir. We can have. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm first of all very thankful to all the faculties and the Amity faculties. It's been similarly, I had the similar experience of having a great learning over here. And in clinician, as per the clinician aspect, I was in Gangaram. I had a good experience over there. So I had a good experience from over here. I'm a learning. Thank you.
Good afternoon, respected faculties. I was placed with Dr. Gauri ma'am, and it was wonderful working there with ma'am. I have learned a lot from Gauri ma'am, Meeta ma'am, and I'm very lucky to be a part of IFS. This year was very straining for me. I just had a baby 1 month back, and I was doubtful whether I'll be able to prepare and prepare for the exams. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So everybody was very motivating, and thank you so much for all the support. Thank you, Pankaj sir, for the Viva. When I was giving the Viva, you were very motivating. And thank you. That's it.
Thank you, IFS. Thank you, Amity. It was wonderful working here, learning from you guys. It was an amalgamation of being professional at our centers and being absolute students here at the university. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all your teachings, all the conferences we attended with you. We were one big happy family. Thank you.
Great. But before ahead, I'll just one thing I happened to my mind to tell you. It is in continuation of I think, Dr. Kelly Knapp's suggestions that you know that we are going to start this year it could not be possible. Next year, which is very much associated with the IVF profession. That is the counseling, reproductive counseling, that we have diploma and postgraduate diploma, of course, the reproductive medicine counseling, reproductive medicine. So, but what I say, I do not know you have read any module during your career, but I think of your own interest, you should explore something to know something that you could do with the, not as I told that you study the patients and case to case basis, but at the same time, you should have some counseling ability. Till it is as per the IVF law that there should be a counselor, the reproductive the medicine counselor. So, so till then you may not have, but you should try to develop that to counsel to the patients, and you should have that. Because I know it has to be developed. Not that you can overnight can do it, but it is a good thing to do it. That you are a clinician, but you can be also a good counselor, so that it helps you to motivate the student, your patients or your clients, how to make them. And there are many people are afraid, or many yes, comfort problems, psychological problems. So that is what I would suggest if you can adopt in some way. So we would run for a diploma next year, but you could develop those who have not had the opportunity, but you may not go for another course. But what I say that you imbibe yourself from knowledge somewhere, and from reading and from others, those who are seniors, so that you can develop a little bit of knack of counseling basics. Right? Thank you very much.
Okay, so then on behalf of everyone, let me conclude this concluding ceremony. So we come into this. The ma'am is not here. We connected at 1:30 afternoon.
All of you had a lot of issues about MET. Then why are you keeping quiet? I mean, you shouldn't keep quiet. Everybody's here. All your problems you can talk, no? Yeah, problems sorry. Our problems which you have told us, we'll sort it out. Kiddies will sort out, will sort it out. But your MET problems, you bring it out. In case you won't talk, year after year, they'll go into cold storage. So please tell about your problems, about genetics. अब बोलिए please. ऐसा मौका सर है. Everybody is here. They will help you. People issues which you are, I don't know why you are keeping quiet. See, I'll tell you one thing. In the life, there is one thing. There's no plan B in the life. There's no plan B. It's now. Sir, ko batao sari problems, sort them out.
So regarding the genetics classes, so because initially we had most of the classes genetics related to the cancer, but that's not much used to us because it so like related. Like how to apply NGS, how to apply CGH, and how to apply all the tests to our day-to-day clinical practice, how to interpret results. We would more like we would want that more in the genetics class.
No, but NGS classes were held, right?
More of like we know the stress process, how to interpret the results, how to. Which test to advise when
That oh.
But I'll tell you what the problem. I'll tell you what you call. Few minutes. I'll sum it up. In case, they know, na, in case they know how to extract DNA or RNA, how to make libraries, how to run, how to multiply the DNA, and how to run the whole process. This thing they don't know. They have no idea about epigenetics. What is epigenetics? They are all lost. What is DNA methylation? So in case of going to big things, we go to take them through small. There are hardly 8. What is genetic imprinting? What is genetic imprinting? So, what is very simple. Correct. Simple. They want to know the process. Exactly. So, what is what is fish? We should know how to do fish. What stains are there? Pictures. They are not concerned with the application this point of the fish, karyotyping, PCR, exome. All these things have to be taught. That's what I learned from them. This is the and then they were yeah. Yeah, those simple things. Yeah. Chromosomal microdeletions. So they had no idea about what are microdeletions. Most of centromere kya hai, long arm, short arm. Basics, very basic they know. And then they had some issues about question papers being not given the question papers, the answer sheets. Then why are you not telling? Why are you not telling? आप बताएंगे तो sir can they cannot take decision.
Actually, MET has a answer booklet that has a, I think, 36 pages. So the 36 pages are enough to write this 50, 70. No, there is no B seats. They will not give B seats.
And I was in the comment. What is the thing over here? You need a supplementary seat. You had Then they will ignore the example. I do not know. No, because this was कोई नहीं है because if I 10 minutes before they will 3 years was spelling this बताएगा हम तो 10 minutes का लगेगा it will be changed. It will be changed. I do not know. Many people I don't know. I don't have person know. But sometimes what happens if they are 10 minutes before, in that case they don't. They have to be given. They have to be given. If you want to about it.
Okay, we will take this. We will do something for this. नहीं सर, it's a
तो 10 मिनट टिके भाभी में चला जाएगा
no. Actually, earlier it was not there. It was not 36 page answer sheet earlier. There were less. That's what they used to give the. हाँ, ये करना है सर. एक्स्ट्रा दो बी सीट से मिलता है सर. हाँ, वो वाला earlier because the main sheet has a less number of pages. Now they increased the booklet pages up to 36. Say they avoided this B sheet. मिलेगा.
It takes 1 minute, 2 seconds. You have to stand it, sign करेगा तो sign करेगा
This is a valid point. They have changed. पहले कम सीट में मिलता था आंसर.
Points about the clinical part, which Dr. KD and the students will look after. They have told us, but about MIT, there were 3: parking, genetics, and the question paper. Anything else for MIT you want to ask? जो क्लिनिकल वाले पार्ट तो सर आप कर देंगे थोड़ा, मैडम कर देंगे. क्लिनिकल हम हमारा है, काफी पॉइंट है. Points are 3. They were repetition of the questions. there were there are 3 points which are given to me. Question papers में एक question repeat हुआ है, that we have noted down. That is my personal negligence, I would say. They have done it, and we have noted a bit. So the context was different, the sub theme became the same. So
Moderation.
the context was the context was different. So this has been pointed. So this they have brought out, and we'll take care of that. And okay. Okay, we will fine. And they had a point about the clinical symposiums and journal clubs. So I think that हो जाएगा वो तो. In standard. सर ये पता है क्या बोलते हैं?
Sir, can
Anything else? Anything else from anyone? Anything else from anyone? Yeah, last opportunity.
Orientation कि कहाँ से क्या क्या पढ़ना है, सब कुछ क्या क्या, that would be really helpful because last that class was really good and it helped us out कि यहाँ एक orientation मिल गया था बहुत अच्छा. तो अगर एक beginning में हमारा एक orientation the clinical part में हमें क्या है कैसा, मतलब I would appreciate mid also, मतलब yeah हमें idea नहीं था but वो मतलब अच्छा था वो. Yeah, maybe the third one. It was good.
To improve. So this is a good thing, and generally this time all the IVF people are here, the important people, most of the time we could not catch hold of them. So this is a whole day they are here. It is a exceptional cases, and so we could discuss things. We can understand where is the limitations and all difficulties, so that it will help us to improve your junior batch will have that benefit. So certainly you have shared your feelings and where you have felt what is not right. So that's a good thing. That improves the situation. So including your parking and all. So because it is become irritating, you drive long way and then get entry hassles and then parking, no car and all. So then and you are worried कि बाहर कार रखेंगे कहीं उठा ले जाएगा कुछ करेगा तो ये सब चिंता रहता ही है हमेशा. So that is also a point of point to take care of. So we will do that. So thank you so much, and once again to all, and all the best for your future journey. I hope you will remember your alma mater, the IBF and Amity. So once again you become student. So as you have said in your own words, right, when you enter into the university, because it's a the graduation plus PG, UG and PG and postgraduate, everything is here. So, but the number of students and all everything there everywhere classes are going on. So you become one of the students. So nobody bothers that you are a doctor or somebody. You don't distinguish. But it's good to mix up sometimes that you are, nobody knows who are you. You have a great qualification and all, but you are like a student. So that's also one way great feeling. So I have enjoyed that also many places. So nobody knows I am an expert sitting there for a award presentations. So I'm there an expert, but they consider they are not allowing the students or somebody not allowing me to get into that hall. Why you are you are a student? Why you want to come inside? Well, let me go. So I could get in, and then to announce when the people announce that these are the judges who have given you the prize and all. So then we are called to the dais. So then that students were surprised that few students were against me that I should get into the hall. I should not get into the hall. So this is what it is. This gives you a lot of opportunity. So that's you should feel good about it, not bad about it. So that is other way of thinking. So
very, very important to know how to publish. And none of you submitted your articles. So this is a very, important part of anything, of even your clinical practice. So please do, go ahead and do your publication, because otherwise you will be where you are as far as academics is concerned.
I think that is a good point. I have not mentioned, but because this is our research institute mainly. The institute's name is Committee Institute of Molecular Materials and Research. So we are mainly researchers. We are faculty teaching, but mainly scientists. So research is very important, and this field, there is a lot of research can be done, and you should have some research mind also. As I said, you should have some counseling ability. At the same time, you should have a research. Research means something new you can discover. That maybe IVF procedure is done this way. Just today, he was telling that there is an automatic machine to do the analysis of the sperms. So sperm morphology and everything. So, but like that, you should have something in a research mind. Yeah. So, as I know, for example, majority of the time the problem is that what is called uterine wall, what is that? Endometrium thickness is less. So you cannot have the implantation tool. So you need to have the implantation. To have the successful implantation, you need to that the endometrium should be thicker. So how to make it? How it is? How the stem cells are used for this IVF? And there are many thing questions, but you should have some inquiry mind. So you are doing on practically, but you can have some thinking and if you can modify these or if you can do this, and at the same time you have to know the present state of the art of the knowledge. So you have to read also. Not that just you do and then you think something which is already done. You might have kept I to do this way, but then that is already done. So you need to know that what is the actual the picture, the existing knowledge so far in this field, and the advance, what is the knowledge available, and then if you can add something while you do it, it is not chance discovery, it comes out, but you have to have some inquiry mind, then only you can find out. And research is very important component, and then you will be good clinician also when you have some inquiry mind or a research mind.
So, if Amity is stressing so much on research, and we also at IFS feel that publishing is very important, I actually feel that it should be part of their internal assessment whether they've published or not. It should be one element that how far have they gone as far as taking their research is concerned. So maybe we could introduce that into your this thing, that it is well, it is good, maybe not mandatory to publish, but good to publish, and you're going to get points for it.
And this time, our Vice Chancellor already said that they have to publish. They have to publish.
We'll
For the next batch, it is mandatory now.
So
till the time we get relaxation, because we all think that they are highly educated, they are going through very sophisticated training, and they should come something which will be of society.
So then we'll put it in their curriculum that they have to publish one paper. It need not be their thesis, it could be some other research, or it could be their thesis, whatever they
anything. And my another point is that when they talk about case study, each of them going at different center, handling different cases. When they come back, can we decide one day they present their cases in front of each other? Then they will get even more interactive thing to understand that what was the problem in that case, what was the advantages, and that way I think.
So like a panel discussion. I think every day, if they are coming for 4 days, then every day one should be a panel discussion. I think that is one.
That will.
They will prepare the cases. There will be a panel discussion.
Yeah. Yeah. Then everyone will be aware of what.
I think we've done very good suggestions. And we should implement them in the next batch.
Yes. Yes, Miss Ma'am. Okay, so on behalf of everyone, I would like to end this concluding ceremony for the existing DCR batch. This moment is a culmination of hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment. And it's an honor to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has contributed to this success. First and foremost, I would like to thank our beloved founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir, to lead us with wisdom, compassion, and a remarkable vision that continues to inspire us. I would like to thank our respected Vice Chancellor ma'am, Dr. Professor Balwinder Shukla ma'am for her blessings. Thank our chairman of MSED, Professor B.C. Das sir, for his mentorship and guidance throughout the year. I would like to thank Dr. K.D. Nair, Dr. Pankaj Talwar, Dr. Surveen Bhuman, and all the IFS faculties who have collaborated with us to make this course run successfully every year. I extend my thanks to my faculty colleagues and other staffs, office staff, who has worked endlessly to ensure the seamless operation of this program. I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone who attended this event, everyone in person or in virtual. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the IT department. In closing, I want to congratulate our graduate students once again of DCR, and your journey has just begun. So, and we have every confidence in you that you will excel and make a positive impact on society. Thank you. So I think we have arranged a high tea outside. So please join us for the tea.